Hello, check, check, check. All right, cool. So we're live. We're gonna be working on a wedding film, and I'm trying to get this mic arm out of the frame as much as I can here. So we're editing Sam and Josh today. They have quite a few things. They ordered a short film, a ceremony, speeches, first dances, documentary cut, and raw footage. So we're going to be editing all of that. This the starting point is always kind of the hardest because I know I can like cut these like ceremony and speeches films super fast. We're gonna include their grand entrance and their first dance in with their toasts, and then as well as the they did the shoe game. So we're just gonna include all of that. And then all of this is also going to make it into the documentary cut, which is basically like all of the footage laid out in a timeline, but we're going to do some intentional storytelling with it. We did do an interview with them, which was fun. Don't know where that went. There it is. So we're going to do that. Okay. Okay, so I guess good starting point as ever is we're just going to make like a deliverable version of these. I'm just going to put these into the main like sequences. Bin here. And I intentionally make these like, so the ones that I chop up I make in all caps, and then the deliverable ones I make in like more lowercase, just so I can see at a glance like what whether or not I'm cutting up the right one. Yeah. Concert already got delivered, but we're just gonna put that in there. Okay. Oh, let's do a quick sync of this. This is going to be easy to sync because their audio is already paired to the main camera. But I just like to have a good, like, at the ready sync of this stuff. I suppose copy this into the documentary and the cinematic, the short film. I guess the easiest thing to do right now would be just to lay out like all of the multicam stuff into the documentary cut. I already did a cut of the concert, so we're just gonna go ahead and use that cut there.
So there's one more piece of this.
Oh, we're gonna get rid of that. Grand entrance. Yeah, this is going to be a long video. Shoe game. Toasts. Which honestly, like, actually doing a proper cut of these would probably make it easier before dumping it into the documentary. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. So we're gonna cut this.
Reason.
All right, and we are rolling.
Okay.
So
Hi.
he was quite drunk when they did this interview. I'll wait for. I can't even remember what questions I asked. My short films are a little different than most. I choose my short films to be closer to like 10 to 15 minutes rather than like your typical like 3 to 5, 7 to 10, whatever. For me, they help like make them flow a little bit better, but I might change that after this one. Just do like I mostly cut like 7 to 10 minute shorts because of an agency that I work for. So I wonder if like keeping that formula and format would make this easier. But whatever. All right, we're gonna start with the ceremony because this is just it's gonna make things a little bit easier. So, God, I'm like going back and forth on so much of this here.
Okay, today we honor the commitment that brings the us, all right?
Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna find.
Oh, here we go. All right, dearly beloved, we're gathered. Here we go. All right, dearly beloved, we're gathered here.
We're gonna find the sound bites first.
All right,
Like that.
all right, dearly beloved, we're gathered here today to celebrate the greatest treasure, the choice to love and walk through life together. Life can be many things, but sharing with the right person, it's going to become a place of joy. Place of joy. Yeah. Place of joy.
We're gonna drag these way out here.
To every day, the comfort.
You got it in my head a little bit.
Okay. Okay, today we honor the commitment that brings the light to every day, the comfort to every night. Okay, today we honor the commitment that brings the light to every day, the comfort to every night. May this partnership be a source of happiness. May the two of you continue to be fine and warm to each other. Hope and laughter in each other's presence. Now we're going to change the vows, and you're going to start first. Now, presence.
Ooh. It's long. Okay. Ready? So we said we were going to memorize these, but sorry, I couldn't memorize this. Like I said, I'm a bit verbose, so yeah, we'll figure it out. Sam. Mr. Cheeks. Imagining my adult life, I never challenged me to be a better person simply by Sam Hopkins.
Oh, so. Okay, with this ring,
With this ring.
I love you.
Wait.
Okay, we're good. With this ring,
With this ring.
I give you my love,
I give you my love.
my promise. All right, so, Josh.
Okay.
Okay, with this ring,
With this ring.
I love you.
Wait.
Okay.
With this ring.
All right, so, Josh, you're gonna be first, all right? Okay. Okay, with this ring,
With this ring.
I love you.
Wait.
Okay, we're good. With this ring,
With this ring.
I give you my love,
I give you my love.
my. Need to give him directions, okay?
We're both really into each other.
And somebody was trying to beat the other person's score. Josh is your favorite pizza, right? The arcade, right?
Was part of the direction.
Go ahead and put that ring on his finger.
All right. So there's the ring exchange.
All right, your story begins with the first. Yeah. All right.
I like. I'm glad that I'm actually like kind of starting with this first because I can actually like hear all of the sound bites, even though I'm not really doing like a proper cut of the ceremony. I'll do that after I find all the sound bites that I want for like the short film.
All right, your story begins with the first date at an arcade, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which I mean, I can use this and then stuff with like their interview to kind of weave a little bit of a story here and then call it good. Because yeah, like this, there's gonna be more like dialogue and narrative than there is gonna be like B-roll because before the ceremony stuff, like they didn't do anything like a first look. Portrait session was kind of all over the place. I have a lot more details than I do like of this stuff, but I wish I had been part of this a little bit more or had my second shooter. Oh wait, no, my second shooter wasn't here by this point yet, so this was just me. I had my second shooter for the ceremony. Alright, so yeah, we have some prep stuff. We have a lot of details, which I mean, all of their like table placemats were like places they've been because they love to travel together and they wanted all of them. And then the photographers and I kind of helped them like put flowers out.
Can you show it? Can you turn towards me? I don't think that looks like a middle finger.
Oh man, I don't remember saying that at all.
Yeah. Sister-in-law. The hell of a won't say yet. No, you're good. We just would make it. Whatever. That stuff.
Yeah, we have like plenty of prep footage. And they didn't do like a formal first look. They had been seeing each other all day, which I don't think is a problem at all. It does create some complications with my normal storytelling, but you know, it's their wedding day. They're allowed to do whatever they want, and I will tell the story as I see fit. Which thankfully, like, one of them is an actor, or they're both actors. I can't quite remember. But like they're they work in production, so their wedding coordinator was an AD that we both know, and then I got to hire a second who also works in film with all of us, so that was a nice, fun, like, production hangout kind of group. And I'm now doing like all their editing, which is fun. I'm gonna try and create like a nicer looking thumbnail, or not thumbnail, like title card for them than I normally use.
All right. Okay. Who was the first one to flirt?
I don't remember.
What?
Pretty equal, honestly.
Yeah.
We were both really into each other.
Yeah. And somebody was trying to beat the other person's score at a certain game.
Yeah. That's true.
Okay.
Like, okay, whatever.
Yes. And Josh is your favorite pizza, right? No, Sam. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Sam. Yeah. So Josh gave it up. Not. Oh no, not that. Get your mind out the gutter. Okay. We honor his mother, who holds a special place in Josh's heart, and Gary, whose memory lives in the Sam. By the power vested in me, I pronounce you husbands. You might kiss your husband, who holds a special place in Josh's heart, and Gary, whose memory lives in the Sam. By the power vested in me, husband. Sam and Josh. Where?
Oh, and Dad, yep.
Yeah, Josh's dad, can you please come up here, please? So just, can you lay that broom in and set it down? Oh, 1 second, 1 second. Now, you be careful, Sam. You be careful, because I'm watching.
Ready? 3 countdown.
3, 2, 1. Oh, 1 second. And then hold each end. So just, can you lay that broom in?
Oh, and Dad, yep.
Yeah, Josh, Sam, and
3. Ready? 3 countdown. 3. 3 countdown. Ready? 3 countdown. 3 countdown. 3.
Okay, so
can I get the?
excuse me, sorry. So there's the first kiss, and then we're gonna get the broom jumping.
3 countdown. 3,
2.
1.
Let's go back here a bit.
By the power best.
Nope.
All right, your story begins with the first date at an arcade, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. Who was the first one to flirt?
We were both really into each other. That's true.
Okay.
All right, and we are rolling.
Okay.
Let's start with now being on the other side of the ceremony. How are you guys feeling? And I would like you to answer the. I do not know how to ask questions apparently. Question with the question and the answer. So rather than like, oh, it was great. What was great? Like the ceremony was great. So whatever. Yeah.
Okay.
So how are you being on the other side of the ceremony? How are you feeling?
Now that we've gotten through the ceremony.
I'm gonna write down the questions that I asked.
Now that we've gotten through the ceremony, I mean, that's the hardest part.
Yeah.
And now we're.
I agree. I don't know why, but I'm surprised at the goodness and other.
People.
And so it's like,
Isn't
like like when you're
So that's a good segue to the next thing I want to talk about. I want to like rewind quite a bit. 'Cause
Okay.
So I know you guys. You said you met on Hinge, right?
Yep.
Okay.
I forgot earlier. Oh my god, I said Tinder earlier.
same shit. Yeah.
No, it's not though. Hinge is classy. Tinder is like, I want to fuck tonight.
Yeah.
So let's kind of like so between like meeting on a dating app and your first date, it was. Am I understanding correct that it was at Up Down?
Yep.
First date. Okay.
First date was at
so
Uptown.
What? So between the two of you, who initiated the date, and what about each other kind of caught your attention? First date.
I had 3 first dates the week I met Josh. Literally, I met 2 other people the same week I met you, and this week I was just like,
what am I? I can't. Yeah.
I was just like, I'm going. I remember.
I remember you had a hat that said "Be less shitty," but it was.
Yeah, I did.
It was spelled. Telling yourself how you like eggnog. Oh no, yeah.
So then, going into the first date, like, why video games, and like, what was the first impression of each other meeting face to face the first time?
I had actually never heard of. I had actually never heard of Uptown. I had no idea. Like, I grew up in Minnesota. I never heard of it. And he was like, "Do you want to go there?" And I was like, "Yeah, that sounds awesome." And it just worked. What
I'm
do you?
officially out of coffee.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I've been there a few times, and so for me, I was like, oh, that's a cool date idea, and I had been doing a lot of self-discovery, right, and sort of like, this is what I want to try, and I want to try.
So what's like in your years of being together? What's the probably the number one thing that you guys enjoy doing together the most?
Do you have an answer? I have to think about it. What would be the most?
Traveling and exploring, and I mentioned this in my vows, but for me, it's like we're both in this place that's unknown to us, and we're both experiencing this moment. I mean, I remember this one time, I don't even remember where we were, but I remember that someone was upset because I stole like 50 cents. It was an accident, no expectation.
I kind of wanted to meet like a bunch of different people.
The tables, incredible.
I really.
I'll leave it at that.
What about you?
I really liked going. We went to South Africa, which was wonderful. We got to,
Where?
and we have to figure it out. That's my favorite.
So remind me where you proposed, because you told me
Okay, so yeah, we both proposed to each other. We've always said we're gonna propose to each other, but we never said who was gonna propose first or like anything beyond like you propose to me, I'll propose to you. That was the. Okay. Check in. I'm drunk, so that's all I got. You take the story from here. Oh, sorry, Ellie. I'm sorry, buddy. Oh, I'm sorry. I stepped.
I wish I had a second camera for this interview.
I think there's a lot of things that we've talked about, but it suddenly feels really different.
No.
So now we went past. We're currently in the present. This is like today is the present. Let's kind of look at future. Do you guys have long-term goals? Is there anything you want to say to your future selves as your past selves in this moment right now?
That's such a big question.
I think there's a lot of things that we've talked about, but it suddenly feels really different now that we're married, and I feel like we have to talk about them all again. I don't know what it is, but
I think it's
like,
also kind of hard because the way that the world is, they're like the expectations of how life is gonna go don't really apply anymore. And so I feel like it's really hard to kind of make decisions about the future. We have our hopes. We'd like to live outside of the country just to experience that. We want kids.
but also it's hard to want to bring kids into this world, right? Like we want kids, but we want kids in like the world of the 90s, right?
Yeah.
Like it's hard to bring them into right now, and it's hard to do that with a good conscience and feel like you're.
So is that kind of the message?
Movies together. We're gonna do that.
We are doing that.
Yeah.
We're working on it.
It's exciting.
Yeah. Is that kind of the message to your future selves, or is there like anything else that you'd like to say to your future selves?
What would I like to say? Do you know?
So, early on in the wedding planning process, one of the things that Josh thought we should do is a time capsule to ourselves. And I think that at some point during the planning process, we never got around to it. I think it's because we don't want to remember this time. Like, this world kind of sucks right now, and we just, like, we need to get through it, right? And, like, we're getting through it together, and that's amazing. And, like, I don't know, like, for me, I don't want to remember a world where it feels like everyone's against everyone. And I feel like our wedding is kind of a symbol of, like, us. We're setting this example where we're not letting the arguments of the world or sort of our differences with different people define us. And I think that you talked about that a lot in your speech insofar as, even though it's always, not always, it's since 2012 been legal, thanks to a burger fellow, just because it's legal doesn't mean it's legal forever. We can't take that for granted. And I think sort of the act of us being here and consciously acknowledging that is a big deal, right? In terms of trying to move forward for the world and trying to get to that point where it doesn't matter if you're a man and a woman or two men or what have you. Who cares? We love each other. That's all that matters. Woo! Yeah!
Did you guys have any like closing thoughts or anything that you want to share?
I don't know. It's like you work so much like for the thing, and then you get to the thing, and then it's like, okay, I made it, and then you like don't do the thing because you're trying to do it. So I'm kind of there. I'm like, okay, like I got to be awake. This is what we, yeah. Like been hitting these 4 hours. Yeah. So I think nights, but it's like this is what it was. Right, these 4 hour nights, but it's like this is what it was for. So I think just waking up and like taking the rest of it in, and I'm excited to just kind of live.
Of course. All right. So I have all my questions that I asked written down. I know I wrote them down in a notes app somewhere, but the interview, like the actual like message and the answers of the questions did not exactly go the way that I expected them to. We're gonna find nice little sound bites here. We're gonna find nice little sound bites in there to use for the short film. Really need to like cut this down to like 10 to 15 minutes, but you know, we're gonna power through this here.
You're going, I'm going your way.
Now,
Maker, your gift
and Josh.
real to Rainbow River.
Doesn't go down.
World to see.
And I was reminded I was doing this last night. I think you mentioned it months ago? Yeah. And I didn't remember till last night that I was doing
Shut off the halation for a little bit.
this. But I had many thoughts. So me and Josh have had a tumultuous kind of like
for one of those. He says, going travel the world with him. Several years to the edge of me.
you. I want you to be happy. And when he found Sam, and
Let's give it up for Josh's dad. A big round of applause.
Demonstration to all of them. Without further ado, I'm going to pass it off to Kim.
so hi everyone. My name is Kim. I am Josh's dad.
Geek. Going into a room. Vietnamese, no Chinese. And they
I'm Josh.
Is
Ballet class that day. She's so.
Without. Figure
8 months. In practical.
Ooh, okay. I've been sitting for kind of a hot minute here. But we're going to keep it
we're
moving.
going to start over.
I'm going to pass it off to Kim.
Yeah.
So hi everyone. My name is Kim. I am Josh's dad.
I say yeah to myself, not whatever. Normalize, which I know I'm going to be doing this all over again anyway, but at least I don't have to do it like in the excuse me, in the main cinematic video, if these are all already normalized.
Around the waist, and
Chaos. There's a lot of
Traveling as well. So
Had my husband with me, and
they call me Grandma, so now I'm adding to my brood. So I'm really excited about that. But anyway, I spoke at Zach and Taylor's wedding too, and there is something that I told them that.
So myself.
All right, so we're gonna listen to all of these one by one, front to back, and find all of the good stuff in there. We're gonna start with the congratulations, because I like to end a lot of this stuff with like just the congratulatory parts of the speech.
Year in a marriage. So with that, I invite you to join me in a toast. Friendship and always hearing one another. I love you both with all my heart.
I love adding the actual like toast part of the toast. We gotta go back to his dad here.
Now be with someone that's going to fulfill him. And so I congratulate you. So I love you. I love both of you. So I love you. I love both of you, obviously. And I hope we can, all three of us can build a relationship from here. I know he's happy now. I hope it continues. I know it will continue. By everything I know about Sam, everything I know about Josh, that he's not going to be, not be with someone that's going to fulfill him. And so I congratulate you. So I love you. I love both of you, obviously. And all three, I hope we can from here.
Gary passed away
because I literally can feel her here tonight. And sweet. I love you guys. And by the way, I look a lot like her. If you've never, I'm like the spitting image of my sister. So if you don't know her mannerisms, her smiles, it's me. So anyway, yeah, about her every day. Here tonight, of you, because I know that she is proud of you, because I literally can feel her here tonight. I think about her every day. I do, and she is here tonight. I can feel her. I mean, everybody can probably feel her presence here tonight, so I don't want to say that your mother would be proud of you, because I know that she is proud of you, because I now know that I can rest easy knowing that you have Sam. I've always had my husband with me, and now you have Sam, and so I appreciate that. Thanks, Sam. I do. And lastly, I'm just going to make this short and sweet. I don't want to say that your mother would be proud of you, because I know that she is proud of you, because I literally can feel her here tonight. I think about her every day. I do, and she is here tonight. I can feel her. I mean, everybody can probably feel her presence here tonight, so I love you guys. And by the way, I look a lot like her.
cut this one a little shorter because she
that your mother would be proud of you because
repeated herself a little bit.
I know that she is proud of you because I literally can feel her here tonight. I think about her every day. I do, and she is here tonight. By the way, I look a lot like my sister, so if you don't, yeah, thank you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Taylor. Please cherish that as I have, because this is rare in people. And to the people is his commitment to the people that he cares about. And Josh, I have one thing for you. One thing for you. My favorite thing about Sam is his commitment to the people that he cares about. His dedication to growth, both for himself and for the people that he loves. Please cherish that as I have, because this is rare. To Jam Sosh. To Jam Sosh. To Jam Sosh. It's an honor to be up here with you. I'm lucky to call you my friends, and thank you.
Jam Sosh was their hashtag that they used on social media.
It's an honor to be up here with
you. Normally around like 10 tonight.
Swapping batteries because
yeah, I need that kind of encouragement.
Decided I was going to be a little ballsy and thought I could run the whole speeches with just the one battery. But in reality, those speeches were, how long were the actual toasts? Man, oh man. There's no way the speeches were almost 2 hours. Is that fair?
You know, not happy now.
On a keyboard. They
That's what she thinks!
No, almost an hour. Because it starts on an hour. Yeah, 50 minutes.
It made me realize that I was doing it wrong all these years by trying to tell Sam, like, oh, if you fit in this way, you'll be fine. Like, who cares? Fit in for who you are, be who you are, enjoy your life. And I'm so honored to be here. And I'm so honored to be here, standing here with you guys today, because you are both amazing people and you are a perfect fit for each other, and I couldn't be happier.
Take that.
Been that person for me. And three of us have gone on some really fun adventures, some fun trips. And I'm so excited to not only see the ones that we have together, because that you guys found each other, because that light really did go off in you once you met him. Three of us have gone on some really fun adventures, some fun trips. And I'm so excited to not only see the ones that we have together, but of course, more importantly, the adventures you'll have together. You two are some of my favorite people in this world, and I wish you all of the happiness. I love you both so very much. I love you both so very
Hoppy, you have so much love to give. You always look like. I couldn't have picked, or she couldn't have picked a better partner for him if she tried. So Hoppy and Sam, thank you for letting her be a part of your story. Thank you for showing all of us what it looks like to love fully, laugh often, and be completely yourselves. Let's raise a glass to a lifetime of laughter, deep love, ridiculous moments, and maybe, just maybe, slightly more appropriate public behavior. To Hoppy and Sam.
We have to thank Greg Taylor.
All right, and now I have to find music after this. They had a lot of like kind of jazzy piano ballad music. They performed music, which was really cool. They did this whole concert.
Much of America has turned their back on us every day against queer people for being queer.
And he did a big
This is the
speech as well. Oh, concert.
You is what.
All right. To whoever's watching right now, welcome. Thank you for kind of sitting here through me rambling my thoughts while I cut this wedding video. If you have any questions, feel free to leave any comments and I'll happily answer any questions you might have. I was actually just about to step away for a little bit of a break to get some more water, another cup of coffee, and maybe eat something before I really dive into like more of the meat and potatoes of this edit here. I think the next steps that I'm going to do are just to cut my ceremony and my reception films for them, so I have something to add into my documentary cut here, as that was part of their delivery package. Actually, yeah, I am just gonna take a bit of a break here. But those are my next steps. I'll be back probably in about like half hour, maybe 45 minutes, back on the stream here.